in any type of business today, you've got to have excellent communication skills, both listening as well as speaking, small talk, sales, persuasion, but more so authentic connection. I watched my mom dust it off, where every time there was a phone call that didn't go well, she would shake it off. And I thought, wow. And then she went on to be one of my coaches for my softball team, and I played competition for several years. And I remember her actually saying that if you do something wrong, if something doesn't work, you shake it off, as if you brush it off, literally, physically, off of your body, so that you can pick yourself back up and keep going. And we have to really be careful what are the thoughts that we have inside of our heads, because that's the highest rate of rejection right there, is self-rejection. And the depression, and how are we talking to ourselves in the conversations, and how those translate. Today is before you even pick up the phone to make a sales call, you've got to have your head in gear, or you might as well take a day off and not even connect with other people. To hear that you would never amount to anything, it was devastating. And I don't know if there could have been anything worse in my life that had happened that then became the blessing in disguise, because it awokened a warrior spirit inside of me that, oh yeah, you wait and see. And it was probably the strongest, most positive form of revenge that could ever have been instilled in me. I had no idea then the stepping stones on the path that would then open doors to where I would be headed and where I am today. Again, I had a choice, and everything that we do in life is about choices. Do we choose to believe that person who we have no idea who it is, or do we choose to believe in ourselves, our skills, our talents, our abilities, dust it off, stand back up, and get back out there? Before I even go into the room, the meeting, even get into the car, or even get ready to dial the phone, I've got to get my head in the game. By becoming the end user, by becoming the person on the other side of the desk, it creates more authentic communication and a deeper connection. I found that I needed to separate myself from the experience. What could I learn to help me be better? And I heard somewhere along the line, I think during somebody else's public speaking presentation, was, don't take it personally. You can take it professionally, which means, are they giving us feedback that we can use to help make us better? Yeah. And that made a tremendous difference in handling the emotions of doing business. We have fears at every level of this thing called business. And when we believe in ourselves enough to muster up the courage and confidence and fortitude to keep going forward with it, the right doors will open. The right stepping stones will appear out of the mud that, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. And by hearing all those no's gives us clearer direction to follow our own ideal path to get to our divine yes. And if you don't have fear, you're not growing, you're not stretching. And I think it was Carol Burnett even said that. Don't you ever get nervous before a show? She said, yes, that's how I know I'm challenging myself. We get complacent if we don't continue to challenge ourselves. If we're getting, from a business point of view, if we're getting rejection and a lot of no's regarding, let's say, a particular product offering, either we have not identified our ideal market for that product to serve, or our approach that we haven't tapped in, we haven't become the end user, that's where the objections come from. Be mindful of what goes into your brain. We used to hear from motivational speakers that garbage in, garbage out. That's not true, because garbage goes in and garbage sticks until you clean house. And listen to things that give you energy, that give you ideas, that pump you up. The better that we get in our craft, the more we can say no to. And by saying no to things that are not a match, it's as if the universe says, oh, then this is what you want. And then we have opportunity to say yes to that. Have more courage. You will succeed. Keep your faith. Keep it real. Stay authentic. Stay the course. Follow your heart. Trust your intuition. You were born to sparkle.